Pretty light week. Howdy, howdy, I'm American Texan, and I love comic books, specifically talking about the stories, the art, the goodness that's in the pages of the book. We'll let other creators talk about the drama and the stupid things creators say. We're here to enjoy the stories. And if that's you and you like to nerd out about the stories, the characters, all the great things that are happening inside, floppies, trades, hardcovers, whatever your bag is, we're here to talk and nerd out and escape some of the hardships that we have to deal with in everyday life. So if that's you, like and subscribe because we're here to talk about comics. It is the week of April 8th, and I've got quite a few books that came in the mail, as well as some books that I got in my LCS. So the way we do New Comic Book Days is we share what I got at the LCS and then also what I got in the mail. And I also got some cool stuff that they had out on the sales floor. Starting off with Marvel, I just got 2 books, and you can see one of them's the facsimile. So just one Marvel new release this week, and that is Iron Man 4 by Joshua Williamson. This is Iron Man. It's a callback to the Disassembled storyline, which I read back when I had Marvel Unlimited. I liked that story. I thought it was pretty cool. It ran parallel with Thor Ragnarok, I believe. So I'm not sure what's going on here, what's being disassembled with Iron Man. I hope it's not just cover bait. I hope it actually has something to do with the story or some kind of similar theming, because I actually really enjoyed that story. And then I also got the Miss Marvel facsimile here. I do like to get the facsimiles. Even if my comic shop has the older version, if it's not in a great condition, I'll go ahead and get the new version just because I like to have it in that mintier condition. But that's it for Marvel. On to DC. I only got 5 books, and as you can see, 2 of them are facsimiles as well. Starting with the Fury of Firestorm. Now, I did not pull this one. I traditionally like Jeff Lemire, and I know a little bit about the character of Firestorm, but Jeff Lemire lately has been a little slower on his JLA writing and very slow on his Absolute Flash writing, so I decided to skip this one. I thought maybe Jeff Lemire has just slowed down and just is going with a different direction with his writing. Well, at my LCS, my owner, sometimes she will give a guarantee of, you will like this book, or give it back to me. So, okay, sure. So I got the book, ready to read it and ready to walk back in the comic shop and give it back to her. But wow, this book was awesome. This is the only book I've read so far out of the new releases. And if you're on the fence, I would say go ahead and try it because the art is fantastic. The mystery is really intriguing. And the character development, even if you only have a surface level knowledge of Firestorm like I do, is very, very good. It's very well laid out so you know the characters of the story. So Firestorm, The Fury of Firestorm #1, already read that and it was a great read. Then we've got Aquaman. I refuse to call it Emperor Aquaman. It's just Aquaman 16. Interesting little cover bubble there. We need a bigger comic book. Obviously, shout out to Jaw. But we got sharks on the cover. Aquaman by Jeremy Adams has been a blast and a half. Then we got Action Comics 1097 continuing the Superboy story. Seems like Booster Gold came from the future, I think, or somehow arrived on the scene. Now he's got Miss Marvel or Mary Marvel and Martian Manhunter. We'll see what's going on there. Reign of the Superboys, we were talking about it at the comic shop, and it surprised me. I thought it was going to be a little bit eye-rolling. It's actually surprised me. Every issue so far has been good. And then we got 2 facsimiles here. We've got Superman's friend Jimmy Olsen. Looks like he's got Jimmy versus Aquaman. Not sure what's up with that cover, and especially not up with that cover. We've got Action Comics number 454. And this has Superman chowing down on cheeseburgers on the cover. We were talking about it at the shop, like, what is the deal with this cover? And I said, I think that's the only reason they did the facsimile, but I'll check out the story inside. That's the only DC books that I've got. Let's go on to the indies. Got a few of those. And in true American Texan fashion, I've got more indies than the big 2. I've got 6 indies here from my LCS, starting with one that I enjoy. I think I should enjoy it more, but I'm just not too much of a bookworm. And we've got Godzilla's Monsterpiece Theater, Romeo and Juliet and Godzilla. I really enjoyed the Monsterpiece Theater they had with The Great Gatsby. And this one, I assume, will be just as much silly fun. Again, I was like straight C's through English. I didn't do a lot of the reading. I didn't care a lot for the stories. But now that I'm older and I at least have somewhat of a surface knowledge, I am enjoying the Godzilla Masterpiece Theater. It also comes with a backup story, not a writer that I typically gel with, but I'm hoping this will be good. Godzilla and Robin Hood. Not sure what that's about. I'm wondering if it's going to be like Godzilla Heist, where Robin Hood uses Godzilla as a distraction to rob from the rich. I don't know. Then we got Speed Racer, Tales from the Road. I am all in on Mad Cave's Speed Racer. Now, this one has some new writers. Let's see here. So, Ariel Rockland, Anthony Cleveland, Fred Kennedy. I don't know if these are all the writers, but Maggie May Martinmas, Andrea Adeletto, and Marco Lucina. Maybe that's writers and artists, but yeah, these Speed Racer ones have always been fantastic. And I really like the Tales from the Road one-shot. Some of them are backstory. Some of them are, looks like this one might be like an alternate dimension. I don't know. Is that Speed Race? That's supposed to be Speed Racer in a cowboy outfit? I don't know. Looks good though, so I'm excited to check that one out. Then we got Dork number 3. Not my typical pull, but it's growing on me. I got the number 1 second print and really enjoyed it. No, actually, you know what? No, I'm thinking of White Sky. Dork I actually pulled. So I have the first print of Dork, read it, liked it. Read number 2, really grew on me. So I'm excited to see what this is about. Just good old cartoony D&D art. And again, if you're a fan of maps at the front of books, or I should say if you're a fan of books that have maps at the front, you're going to really enjoy Dork because it's right up your alley. And some good comedy too. Then we got Space Ghost number 10. Space Ghost just cannot miss. I am absolutely loving Space Ghost. I love tweeting about it because David Pepos has some kind of Twitter listener bot or software, because every time I tweet about this book, he always likes and retweets it. But yeah, one of the best indie books out there. I just can't say more about it. Just good classic heroism, family telling, character development, all good stuff. Dick Tracy is back, or I should say it never left, but we've got a new arc starting here with number 16. Again, Mad Cave is just absolutely killing it with these retro properties. I don't know, is it retro, but old school pulpy properties. And lastly, we've got Transformers number 31. We'll see what happens after the last issue. Not a lot of people are excited about it. I thought it was kind of a meh thing. We kind of all saw it coming, but anyways, we'll see what's going on there. So that's all the indies that I got. Let me show you what I got on consignment and off the sales floor at my LCS. And actually just 2 comics, but I got something non-comic next. Just 2 comics for my Punisher collection that came in on consignment. We've got Punisher number 60 and 61 featuring Luke Cage. So in one of the original runs with Mike Baron, we've got Luke Cage showing up with the Punisher. And that's interesting. They got their clothes laid out there. So that's interesting. I don't know what's going to happen there. And then I got something cool that's not comic related. There was just a box of stuff on the sales floor, and I said, "What is this?" And she said, "Oh, it's just random stuff that came in with collections. Sometimes people will just bring in a box of books, and sometimes there's random trading cards or game console controllers or games inside, and buy the box, so they got to sell the stuff." So just a random assortment of controllers and everything, but I found 2 pieces of gold in there. I'm hoping this is gold. This is a mini Genesis. So I had a Sega Genesis growing up, and I did a quick Google search, and this is not related to probably the new mini Genesis that came out as a result of the Nintendo Mini. This actually came out several years ago. There's only 6 games on this, and it has the RCA connector, which I hope my TV has. If not, I think I have an adapter. But I figured I'd try it, and it's only got 6 games on it, but it'll be fun to play it with my kids and share some of the old Genesis games. I know Sonic is one of the games on there, and also a Robotnik game, I think, and a couple others that might have to jog my memory. So that's pretty interesting. I mean, hey, for $10, I'll give it a shot. And then also, speaking of specialists, we've got a classic NES controller, and yes, that is an original NES connector. We have one of those. I call it a little brother remote controller, actually little brother controller, where the B button sticks a little bit, and so I'll try this out. It's a third-party controller. It's got a little bit of a weird bend in it for ergonomics, but yeah, if it works better, then hey, we'll have 2 fully functioning NES controllers, and I'm happy for that. All right, finally, let's wrap it up with the Kickstarters that I got in the mail. As well as just some other independent books, starting with Brave, the monthly. We're on the Brave monthly subscription. My son loves these books. He's 4 years old. This one is Itty Bitty in the City, and it looks like our heroes are shrunken down, or they walk into a giant's land on Brave Island. So this one's a story about listening, and the art in this is beautiful. We really enjoy reading these books. So yeah, we'll enjoy that. And then a couple of books that I listened to, The Interview. Again, I listen to a lot of YouTube channels, especially on the weekends when I'm cleaning or doing chores around the house. This one, actually, I didn't get on the first interview, but I did get on the second one because it just kind of convinced me maybe it's worth checking out. This is Eno, the Desert King. And this is about a boy. I think he gets deserted and he has to figure out how to survive on his own in the desert. Kind of gives a little bit of, 138 hours or whatever that movie was, where he's just surviving on his own. But it looks like it's got some fantasy elements in here as well. So I think after listening to the writer for a couple hours, I was convinced. I was like, hey, let me check this out. So I checked it out. And then this one's interesting because I probably did the same thing. I listened to an interview and I decided to back the books, but I honestly don't remember the interview. I don't remember the writer, so don't take offense to that. But I did back your books, and I've got Reaper. This is books 1 and 2, The Cursed Castle and The Beasts in Men. It's a manga size couple books, but it does look really good. I just opened it up and took a quick peek inside, and this is about war has ended, yet the fires and grudges still burn. Even in dreams, the sky is ember crusted and is smothered with the scent of smoke. A sign of a new war is yet to come. So we've got kind of 2 kids, in a post-battle, possibly pre-war situation. I don't know. I guess it sounded good when I listened to the interview because I got it. So we'll check that out. And then lastly, some beautiful books. We've got a few Kamen America books that came in, actually 3 here. This is a one-shot, I believe, Kamen Victory. And then we've got Kamen America Volume 11 and Agent Bunny Hops. I don't know anything about this character. Kamen America, I'm still catching up on. I have 1 through 10 digital that I'm slowly reading through. But yeah, really interesting books, really great action. And I don't like it when the covers don't match the interiors. And in this case, it's more of the aesthetic. All the Kamen America covers make it look like it's cheesecake books, but inside they're actually like legitimate comic books. They're not cheesecakey at all, like Gun Honey or maybe some of the Grimm Fairy Tales books. So anyways, really great books. And then we got this Victory. I think it's a one-shot. Whoops. There we go. And because this company seems to be all about quality, I think they have the best trading cards. So I got this print, which also comes with a coupon code. But then I also got with it this trading card. And look at that. It's got little spot foiling on it on the iconic comics. The name is foiled there. This is Zinner Hydro. And do we have a card number on it? No, but it does say limited to 2000. And it's got some stats on the back. So if you ordered Kamen America and you have other trading cards, by all means, let me know. And I would love to buy or trade these off of you because I'd love to get more iconic comics trading cards. So there you have it. It's a pretty light week for me, which is good because I'm still catching up. I'm finally caught up on my big 2 books. I'm still catching up on indies. And God willing, if my dad can stay out of the hospital, I'll be able to get some more comic reviews, or actually, I don't even like calling them reviews. Let's talk comic videos, where we just sit down, open the book, let's talk about what we like and maybe don't like, but we try to stay focused on the positives here about the books that I'm reading. So thank you guys for watching. Stick around if you want to see more videos like that by hitting the subscribe button. Like this video if you like this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Adios.